Hi guys, Angie here to talk about my personal experience with the gastric sleeve weight loss procedure. I had that done on September 9th, 2016. That was 154 days ago today. Let's see, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I was in recovery at this point, dying from chest pain from the gas. Anyway, 154 days down. I actually started my weight loss journey on May 15th, 2016. From May until surgery date of September 9th, I lost 41 pounds. From September 9th to today, 154 days post-op, I've lost an additional 52 pounds, bringing my total weight loss to 93 pounds. So if you can do math, that is 7 pounds away from 100 pounds down since May 15th. So I am super excited. The problem with that is I only lose anywhere from 1 to 3 to 4 pounds a week. So I probably have another good 3 to 4 weeks before I'm at that 100-pound mark. So I'm going to celebrate the 93 pounds that I'm down and just be happy with that. So happy. So today what I want to talk about on day 154 post-op is anxiety about food. So before I had weight loss surgery and before May 15th when I started my weight loss journey, the anxiety about food, about what to eat, was never present. I mean, it was, what do I feel like? What sounds yummy? And you go and make it or get it or whatever, because you didn't care. I didn't care, clearly. But now it's different. There's so many different levels of thinking about what I'm going to eat. Number one, because of the amount of food that I can take in, which is very small amounts, I want to be damn sure what I'm eating not only is good fuel for my body, but I want it to be good, taste good, because I don't get to eat a whole lot. So, like, that's important to me. I don't want to eat leftovers. I don't want to eat something that's just, all right, I guess I'll eat that. No. I only get to eat so much, so it's got to be spectacular. So that's like one thing that is a source of anxiety for me with food, is that aspect. The other thing is that because of the amount that I can eat because of the surgery, like last night for dinner, usually I plan out. Honestly, what I do is at the beginning of the week, I make a tray of 1 ounce meatballs just from like the 93% lean ground beef, and I chop up spinach and onions and olives. I know some people think that's gross. Even carrots, like I'll put it in the food processor so it's like mushy consistency. You can't even tell it's in there. Try to pack as many vitamins into that meatball as possible. And then I know that's 1 ounce. So if I'm feeling hungry, I can grab a meatball. If I want it for dinner, I can grab 2 meatballs, whatever. So at the beginning of the week, I do that. Also at the beginning of the week, I cook chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. And that also I divide up into 1 ounce containers and put that in the refrigerator. That way if I want a snack or lunch or dinner or whatever, I have these things. Well, last night, for some reason, I didn't have any of these things. I had eaten all the meatballs. I didn't have any chicken. I ended up being like 10:30 and not having anything to eat for dinner because I was having anxiety. Like, you can't just go in the refrigerator and be like, well, it looks good here. Like, you can't do that. You have to plan, at least me. I have to plan out what I'm going to eat to make sure not only is it good fuel for my body, is it high in protein and not just crap. So that gives me a lot of anxiety, is making sure, you know, that I'm getting what I need to get into my body. You know, the other thing is that, you know, I've talked about this before, while you're prepping dinner or while you're prepping lunch or feeding the kids or whatever, you can't just mindlessly sit and eat while you're prepping or whatever. Like, that's your meal. Like, if you snack while you're prepping, that's your meal. And half the times when you're snacking while you're doing something else, you don't even remember that you've eaten. So your body's gonna feel full, but your mind is still gonna be like, wait a minute, we haven't eaten. I'm hungry. And really your body is full. So that will either lead to stretching out your sleeve or getting sick or whatever. So you have to be mindful about what you're eating and when you're eating it. Let's see, what else do I face anxiety about food? Another source of anxiety with food is restaurants. I never know, obviously any restaurant I go to, the portions are going to be way too big. So I try to think about what I'm ordering. Is this going to be something I can take home to my husband because he likes to eat leftovers? I don't care for leftovers for the reasons I already stated, but you know, is this something that's not going to be good leftovers because I'm not going to finish this? That's number one. Anxiety about restaurants is not only the portions, but how are they preparing this? Is this whatever fried? Has it been made in a huge vat of butter? Like, what am I taking in my body here? So that's the other thing. Another thing is that I'm paying, like when we go to Las Vegas and places where no one's going to be eating the leftovers, man, I'm paying for a whole lot of food I'm not eating. So that's another source of anxiety for me in restaurants. And then lastly, if I'm eating at a restaurant with people who don't know that I've had surgery, a source of anxiety is because I always hear, oh, do you not like your food? Or are you not feeling well? Or why aren't you eating and you should eat, blah, blah, blah. So that's a source of anxiety. Ironically, my parents, my family, I often hear, you need to eat more. Huh? So I that gets in my head too. I don't like when people, especially people who know that I've had surgery, tell me, you should really be eating more. Paid a whole lot of money not to eat more. So like that, that gives me anxiety. I tend to eat a lot by myself. I don't like to eat with people for that reason. What else gives me anxiety about food? I think that might be it. What to eat, when to eat it, restaurants. Yeah, that tends to be the anxiety about food. So that's what's on my mind at day 154 post gastric sleeve procedure, down a total of 93 pounds. I am 5'3", and I am probably, let's see, where am I at? 81, 87, well, I'm 7 pounds. I mean, I'm, 7 pounds from my major goal of being down 100. And then I still have, I want to be around 140 or 150. So I probably have 50, 60, 70, 80. I have about 40 pounds more to go before I can go into maintenance phase. And then that's a whole nother anxiety too. We'll discuss that when we get there, if I ever get there. So that's it. I hope you have a great week. I'm going to stand up so you can see what I look like. The dress that I'm wearing is a large. I'm wearing leggings from Walmart that are an extra large. And of course, I'm wearing the compression garments on my arms and on my stomach. So I'll stand up so you can see what I look like, and just have a great week. Okay. So this is what I look like at day 154, down 93 pounds. So, you know, still not where I want to be. Another 45, 40 something pounds to go, but this is what I look like. I'm still experiencing the extra weight here on my arms. Of course, you can't really tell with the compression garments. So that's upsetting for me. And the other place that I'm experiencing extra weight, of course, is my inner thighs. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that when I get to my goal weight, if I'm going to do the skin surgery to remove the extra skin or not. I haven't decided. So maybe next week I'll talk about all the products that I'm using for tightening and stretch marks and things like that, because that, girls, I'm using a lot. All right, well, have a great week.